Hello everybody, it is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy with our weekly Facebook Live. It is Wednesday, September 29th when this is happening live, so maybe you're watching the replay. And so welcome to you, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Not going to spend too much time here because I've got an adorable card, and I have got actually like 12 more cards to make videos for today. So I have got a super busy day, actually no, 14. So I have a super busy day making videos, but I want to do a live one for you all right here for all of my wonderful customers and followers. And if you want to get a look at all those cards I'm going to be making later, I'm going to leave those videos public on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and search Stamp and Scrap with Tammy or Tammy Nelson, and that'll take you to my YouTube. If you want to get a glimpse at all the other videos that I made for Birthday Club, Card Club, we've got Fall Retreat that has 10 cards. So perhaps at the end here, if I think of it or if there's time, I will just give you a glimpse of those cards that I'm going to be doing some videos for. So they'll be really quick videos that my Fall Fest attendees are getting, my Birthday Club from yesterday, and then I have a few really awesome upcoming cards that I just want to share, and there's just not enough time in our weekly Facebook Live. So go ahead, go to YouTube, Stamp and Scrap with Tammy, if you want to take a look at those. You might be watching this replay on YouTube already. Just subscribe to my channel, and then anytime I post a new video, you'll get a good look at it. So anyways, let's get down to it. I have got an adorable card today. And of course, there's always a little drama in my life when I, for anything really, because I'm just not that organized of a person. I may have you fooled and you think I am, but I'm really not. So look at this adorable card. You can see it in the top right corner. It is so cute. It is just got my heart fluttering. I made it the other night using these dies, Word of Cheer dies from our occasions catalog, like our fall catalog, fall and Christmas. So I'm going to show you the stamp set. I wish I had it here, but this is the drama. I have misplaced my stamp set. It is here because I have created a card with it. So I know that it is here. In fact, I'm going to show you those cards as well. So just have it here. I'll show you this. You know what I'll do? While I'm getting logged in on my computer, I will share with you the other cards that I have. This one here I created. So this is why I know the stamp set is here. So this is my design here. And then I have got two. This is from Mary Alice Bellis. I shared this on like a share and show card sharing day. Probably, gosh, our catalog launch in August. So that's a beautiful one. And then this card is from Christy Sturm. So I'll let you get a good look at those while I get situated over on my computer. And then we will get to working and I'll show you how I made today's card. I'm going to see if I can get it all correct the first time. I do. So a whole bunch of you are watching live. So welcome to all of you. And I do have just a very basic supply list in the headline of this on YouTube down below in the first comment. So if you're wondering the supplies I used, of course there are others. I will kind of tell you what those are as we go. But the basic ones are, of course, these beautiful dies. So aren't these great? These I cut out 10 minutes before the video because and adhered them. How easy is this? Because you know what I did? I put them on an adhesive sheet. So they pulled off of that adhesive sheet in the cardstock, just stuck them right on here and they were good to go. What I love about these dies is it cuts out 3 of these little ones, so sometimes when you're working with here, you're like, oh, I don't want to run through my stamp cut emboss machine 4,000 times. Well, guess what? You wouldn't be 4,000, divide that by 3 because there's 3 of this one here, 3 of this one, we got 3 of that, and then 3 of these, 3 of these. So it's really easy to cut out multiples of them. And then these layer on top of that, this layers on top of that, and then we've got the larger image. Now I just have to show you the picture of the stamp set because again, it has gone missing. That happens from time to time. And so this is the stamp set that you can use. I didn't use the stamp set for this. I wanted to make this into a birthday card. So that is something I talk about a lot. When I make, kind of picking the stamps I'm going to use and the dies, I like to pick stuff that can be used more than just for this. So of course I'm going to use this for Christmas. In fact, I'm most likely going to make this card right here. I'm going to make that card and I'm going to make that one. I case the catalog for my ideas. But I also loved this happy. This just screamed birthday to me. So what I'm going to do today is use this is a host set right now. in your words. Guess what, everybody? This is going to be this week's prize patrol too. So be sure to participate, whether you're watching the replay on YouTube, replay, or you're watching live here right now. This is going to be the prize patrol. It's going to be used because I'm using it right now, you know. But look at, I'm not even using the one in here. I have like 3 of these open because I've used them for multiple events where I needed the same one, but I got it free, so let's give it away. And if you want to get it for free, to make sure you get it, you just place a pretty large order, and then they're gonna include this in your order for free. And so I'm getting the happy birthday out of there, using some blending brushes, so we got lots of fun going on today. So I'm gonna leave these in the screen because I just think they're just that pretty. I'll move these out of the way. I'll show you the card we're making. Let's see, what else did I use that I should highlight too? The brick embossing folder is what I used. So it went really nice with this one, what I was going for here. I'll move these beautiful cards from my friends out of the way, and let's get to it. So this one I cut the other way. So I cut it at 4 1/4 and scored it at 5 1/2. And I need a bone fold. I never have the right tools, but that's okay. They're handy. Okay, so let's go ahead and crease that with our bone fold. I have got, again, if I didn't say it, soft sea foam. Now let's look at our next layer. So this is something I haven't shared in a while. So I've got, you know, it's just a very slender background with my basic black. So I have everything cut here. I'm just gonna make one though today. Because again, I got to get to those other videos. And I've got the brick one on basic white. I've got this 5. Let me see. I think I wrote it down somewhere. 5 3/4. I did right here. Sometimes I don't know that I'm organized. Okay, so I've got my basic white at 5 by 3 3/4. So depending on how you like to say it, maybe you like to say it 3 3/4 by 5. I think it actually is correct to say it the other way than what I have it written, but that's okay. And then I wanted that very slender line. So a lot of times we work in 1/4 of an inches, but I wanted to work in 1/8 of an inches today. So I went ahead and I did it at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So I used to say, you know, 5 and a notch, right? But I decided, or I think I messaged my friend Gail enough times that she made me this beautiful template that tells me exactly what that is. So I know that in between there is 1/8, you know, and so on and so forth. And then for my other measurements, it's, you know, 3 3/4, and a notch is actually 7/8. So if you struggle like I did with your measurements and you subscribe to that VIP list on top of the posting, this will be sent to you within 24 hours. It's a PDF. You can print it out and have it for your own. I keep this. In fact, I think I need to print a new one or maybe even laminate it. But that's what I use all the time when I'm working with these small measurements, because I question myself all the time on that. So let's set one of these aside. So this is what I need for today. So actually it's not a lot of supplies. So I have paired soft sea foam with mint macaroon. And do you see that? Look at that. I should have almost put that on adhesive sheets, but I didn't. So we'll make do, we'll figure it out. And let's get these other ones out of the way. So I'm going to set this aside because I don't need it just yet. So here I set my card that I already scored to the side. I'm going to need that one to put it together. And so let's bring in my one that is embossed here first. So all I'm going to do, this is quite simple. I will end up needing a piece of scratch paper. I'm going to use Versamark. We're going to heat emboss to get started. And so it'll be a little bit tricky to see it initially when I'm doing this part. In fact, you know what might even be nice is if I think I can do this. If I can move this even a little bit closer, we'll see what we can do. I don't usually go this close, but heat embossing, it might be kind of handy. I think it is. I think that's going to be lovely. All right, and so I've got this embossed, the brick embossing folder. I've got my stamp here. My Versamark is what I'm using, and white embossing powder. And I'm just going to very randomly place these happy birthdays. I'm kind of going, you know, here, there. And, you know, when you're doing it in person, you can kind of see a little bit of a shimmer, and you can hold it up and see where you've been. But you don't want to overthink this part. So just kind of ink it up and go, because, you know, you're going to be putting stuff over the top. You want to just have like a little bit of a background, and that's where I'm going to end that. And then I'm going to bring in my, you know, very, very professional embossing powder thing, my coffee filter from the dollar store. And you know, just this little container. I have no idea where I got that. And what I like to do is now this tucks in here. I just started doing this. This tucks in this little thing really nice. So you probably have your own methods if you do a lot of heat embossing. Do whatever works for you. I'm gonna just go ahead and just pour that all on there, okay? And I am gonna have to pour a little of this back because we have one more thing we gotta heat emboss here. I'm gonna be ready for the next step when we get there. Okay, so now if I hold that close, you can probably see where the Versa has picked up the powder. I do like to just kind of blow on it a little bit so if there's any excess there. And so now we're gonna go ahead and start heating. I'm so excited for the sponging on this. I'm gonna blend some color in the background and it is just adds that final touch. I had this card, put together the other night and I had to like pull up. I thought there's just something missing behind that happy birthday, the die cut piece. And so I actually very gently did a little stamp surgery and pulled, not really stamp surgery, die cut surgery, and gently, ever so gently pulled it off of there and then added this part that I'm doing right now. So you can certainly make this card without this part, but I thought this just added a nice finishing touch. So it might be a little bit hard to see right now, but it's because I'm white on white. But wait until we add that blending. And because it doesn't have to be perfect looking, I put it right over my embossed brick on my basic white. So that is going to be that. As long as I'm embossing though, I am going to do my basic black for this happy birthday. I wanted a really square happy birthday. So let's just say you get this, you love this Words of Cheer die cuts, but it's too late to get this in your words. Really what you want to find, if you have a boxy type font for birthday, you're all set. So any birthday, because we really don't need the happy. Well, you do for the background, but you can use a different happy birthday for that too. You don't have to have this exactly. I'm just giving you an idea to go with. Now, if you have it, go for it, make it. It's so pretty. And let's see here. You know what I didn't talk about? I got to talk about this real quickly. So if you're watching on the live or you watch by the end of September 2021, you can get this bundle for free right now until the end of tomorrow. So if you sign up for what I call the Happy Shopper Special, they're gonna let you pick a free bundle. So you could pick this as your free bundle. And let's go ahead and heat emboss that. And I'm just gonna fussy cut with my paper snips that birthday off of there, and I'm gonna have all the pieces that I need ready to go. So you see how fast this is? So you might look at it and go, wow, that's gonna take me forever to make that card. Guess what? Not so. And we're gonna need a couple things here. So all I have to do is make sure it's embossed all the way for one. I think my B needs just another little, you can tell if it's not shiny, it's not ready. Now it's shiny. And so what happens if you don't do it all the way, if you're not 100% familiar with heat embossing, it'll just brush off of there. So the heat is what sets it onto the Versamark and makes it a little shiny. It's so pretty. So if you are like kind of maybe in your crafting world, so maybe you're newer. I know we have a lot of newer stampers. Maybe you're a seasoned stamper and heat embossing isn't something you go to too often. Or blending. You know, if you need a little happy in your life, you need a little spunk, you need a little pick-me-up in your creating, add some heat embossing. Add this next thing to your list of things to try. Scratch paper. Don't try that. Have some though. And I need some scratch paper. Add blending, add some heat embossing, and let me tell you, it is just so impressive every single time that you do it. I just am in awe every time I heat emboss, or now this blending stuff is so fun. So what I have here is my soft sea foam. I have one of the blends brushes. These do come in a 3-pack. And let's show that card if I have it. I should show you the one we blended yesterday. Oh my. Let me show it to you. I think I might have given you a glimpse of this. Look at this blending. my upline Michelle, she might have cased this from someone, I'm not sure, but my upline Michelle was making this at an event I was at, and I just had to make one. I'd never masked before. So stay tuned, we're gonna have to make this one too. This is one of ours for our regular card class yesterday. It was so pretty and just so much fun to make. It's one of those that you think, I can't do that until it's all set up for you, and it's just so impressive. Okay, so blending brushes, I've just really given it a good push on here. Like a lot, because I can re-ink this and use it over and over again, so don't worry about that. But what I do like to do before I put the ink to the paper from my brush, I do like to kind of do this. It takes away that harsh line that sometimes you get when you're using either these or even the daubers or a sponge. So it just gives a smooth look. Do you see that? It's resisting the color, and now you're really seeing that happy birthday. I don't want to go on the whole thing here. I just want it so it's just a little background. So I don't need to make this extremely dark, just enough to make my happy birthdays pop out of there. And that's it. That's it for the sponging on that. Just adds such a nice little touch of class to my card. Okay, so let's pull out my scratch paper and let's start assembling this beautiful card. Let's get my adhesive. I've got just regular Stampin' Seal that I'm using today. I am going to use my liquid glue. And let's adhere that. So isn't that great having that? It just adds just a little bit. We don't want too much black in there to make it too bold, but that is just the right amount. And we'll put this on top of our soft seafoam. And then next what I want to use is my silicone craft sheet. If you're looking for these, they are under the adhesive section. I had someone ask me that the other day. Because it's used with adhesive, I'm guessing. It could be considered a tool, but it's kind of a mainstay that I pull out all of the time. You can see I probably need to run it over some water or under some water and wash it. But it works really nice when you're adhering things that are smaller, because right now I can do this. If I get a little adhesive on my surface, it's not gonna muck up this surface. It's gonna stay on that mat that I can wash off. So that's where I pulled the liquid glue in. Let's post it, or post. What am I talking about? Can you tell I'm thinking about 4 things while I'm creating this card? Let's post this. How about let's adhere this? Let's put this together is what I should be saying. And then I've got this little element that we're gonna put on there. Just like so. We do need some little mini dimensionals. And I'm gonna see what I have here. I'm gonna pull in those and my small ones. I'll tell you why in just a minute. So I have my regular white ones, which if I had more of my mini ones that were black, I would use those right now instead of having 2 different sheets out. But of course I have quite a variety of miscellaneous ones left over from projects, or classes I should say, because they put them out at class. So I end up with lots of little half sheets. I just throw them in a bin and use them myself then. Okay, so I'm just pulling off the backs here. And let's put that right down to the right side. And then I need some little dimensional on this too. So it's gonna pop up right on top of there, but it has to be pretty small. So even the minis are just slightly too large. So that's the nice part about these, is you can just cut the edges. So no part ever goes wasted on my dimensionals. I use the sides, and then that way I can cut these ones to whatever size I want to. Or you could just cut a regular dimensional in half. So let's adhere that. And then just to finish it off, we got 2 things that I should add yet. Oh, I just dropped my embossing gun. I guess we'll see how durable it is if it falls off, or if it still works, because it just fell off my counter. And I'm looking for, I had a whole nice bin of rhinestones, but I'm not seeing them right now, so we might have to open a whole new package of rhinestones. So you all, right here they are. You know, this is what I get. Last night after class, I cleaned up. So you want to know where my rhinestones just were? They were right where they were supposed to be. Here I'm looking on the counter thinking I just threw them somewhere, but they're right up on the shelf where they're supposed to be. So I just have lots of miscellaneous rhinestones left here. So I'm going to use the small one. small ones here. So these are just our basic rhinestones. And here we go. Look at how pretty that is. I'm gonna put 5 on. I'm using my take a pic tool to grab them off of here and put them onto my card. That finishes today's card. Is this not the most beautiful card that you have seen using a Christmas die cutting set to make a birthday card? I'm gonna pull these both in to let you have a nice look at them. Again, let's take a look at these die cuts from this bundle. Oh, and then those cards. I think I have plenty of time to show you the other cards. So if you want to stick around and see the cards that I'm going to be making more videos for that you can find over on YouTube, stay tuned. I'll share them after I wrap this up here. So the stamp set that is available with the bundle where I use the die cuts from today, again, you can get this for free right now until October, end of tomorrow. So, if you're watching this way later on, this is past, you can still purchase this. You can add this to your starter kit. Happy Shopper special, but if you want to get it right now for free the next 2 days till September 30th, you could take advantage of that and get that for free. Otherwise, you can still purchase this. It's a great, great die cut stamp set. Okay, and then here are the cards from today. Give you a nice close-up look. So isn't that just beautiful? So pretty. And here is the second one. I'm in love with these. I hope you are too. I hope that you consider creating this card on your own, whether exactly how I did, or just imagine that. Put Merry Christmas behind there, put a Christmas there. So we have got a great go-to layout. I'm gonna still consider this simple, successful stamping. This was not a hard project if you follow step by step. Great one to dig your toes into doing some heat embossing if you haven't yet, or just that little basic blending. Not a lot to it, one color, so not a ton to really think about there. So great way to get started on blending and heat embossing. Okay, that wraps up today's project. So if you are over it and you're ready to move on to making this yourself, you can head out right now. But if you want to see some really cute projects that I'm going to be making, stay tuned. All right, first up, let me show you Birthday Club. This is our September Birthday Club. So we had people here creating with me in the studio yesterday, and I'm sending out kits in the mail today. They are sitting at my doorstep. They are ready to go out. I'm so excited for all of you. When I head out here, I'm gonna be making the video for these. So look at these. We used the Party Puffin stamp set this month, and I believe it's called Happiest Birthday, something like that for one of them. So look at this, so cute. So in their kits, they got a full package of this Whisper White ribbon that we colored. And then these embellishments. What are they called? I should look. This was their little packets. I have one left for myself so that I can do it up. These ones, the matte decorative dots, and then the ribbon, and then of course the 8 cards. And so this was this month's Birthday Club. The September Birthday Club is open as well. If you get on that email list, you'll get the information sent for that. All right, and look at this one. We did blending on here. This paper was white, and we made it colored. We did heat embossing with the birthday cakes, just so cute. And then used the cake again and made this adorable card. So really great. A lot of times we tend to go to the flowers, the feminine side. These are all wonderful for anybody for a birthday card. Nice, bright, and cheerful. And then this one is like one of my favorites because look at this. Happy birthday. We got 2 of the little puffins on there, and then open it and we got them all from all of us. So if you need to send a group birthday card, the Party Puffin set is perfect for that. So that was my birthday club. I'm doing this video first, and then I have got my Fall Fest video to do today. I've got it all set up and ready to go as soon as I'm done here. I've got each card set up. So look at this. I don't think I put them in order though, or my samples here aren't in order. My cards are. So I was pretty organized for Fall Fest here. Look at this. All the cards have the card number on the back. So I'm going to be giving these cards away at some point, but they are going to have the sticker with the name of them on them. Number, anyways. Okay, so these are the cards that we made. Some of these are case cards. If I know who they are, I will tell you. I cased this one from Brenda Nelson. This card I saw at a retreat. Her name is Lori. Lori, I don't know how to say her last name. She does watch from time to time. So Lori, I saw this. I just saw it by sight and came home and made it because I thought it was beautiful. So most of these are case cards. And so in my video, when I make them, I will tell you who was the original creator I did kind of tweak them all a little bit. Isn't this one lovely? I love this card. This paper is on back order, unfortunately, but we got in on using it before it went on back order. It's so beautiful. It's a Blackberry Beauty paper. This card I do know was case from my friend Kim Allen from North Carolina. Funny, we were in a card swap, and it was Minnesota, North Carolina, and people from Arizona. And Kim from North Carolina, where at the time, it was like in June, it was so hot there. She sends us a winter card with some snow on it. And then we all sent her, not the wintry cards. All right, and look at this beautiful fun fold. And then this card here, I love this. This was cased right from the catalog, from the back of the Occasions catalog. I created this for Fall Fest. And then our last Fall Fest card right here. If I have them all here, there should be 10 of them. So I'm going to be getting to making some videos for all of these. Again, go to YouTube and search Stamp and Scrap with Tammy or Tammy Nelson, and I should come up. If you follow me there or subscribe to my channel, you'll get all of these videos that are made for different classes and events that I do share publicly. They're not always shared publicly, but sometimes they are. So I would love for you to join me there. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I'll be back here next week. I don't even have my calendar up, but it'll be Wednesday. So I don't even know the date for next week, but it will be in October already. So I'm looking forward to seeing you then if I don't see you before. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Take care.